Operators of LHDs and haulage trucks in underground hard rock mines have significant blind spots. This is the root cause of many accidents. Newtrax Technologies designed the MineProx proximity warning system to enhance the situational awareness of operators and strengthen their accountability for safe operation. The system contains 3 components: MineProx vehicle proximity transceivers connected to an ultra-rugged user interface, MineProx-enabled cap lamps and fixed hazard beacons. Each worker has a MineProx-enabled cap lamp. When he turns it on, he instantly appears on the user interfaces of vehicle operators in range. When he turns it off, he disappears. The vehicle operator sees on his user interface the number of cap lamps, vehicles, and fixed hazards in range, including those in his blind spots or beyond line of sight around corners. Some cap lamp models have an embedded blue LED to increase the visibility of pedestrians from the back. If despite all attempts to be visible someone becomes afraid of being run over, he can simply press the panic buttons on his cap lamp to send an emergency stop signal to all operators in range. This empowers workers on foot to ensure critical proximity warnings get the attention they deserve. Every time a worker presses the panic buttons, the event is logged by his cap lamp and all vehicle devices in proximity. Who pressed the buttons, when, where, and what was the context of operation. When the cap lamp returns to the cap lamp room and the vehicle returns to a parking area, the details of these near-miss events are forwarded to the central server via a MineHop hotspot. The MineProx proximity warning system does not rely on any underground network infrastructure. Cap lamps send their signal directly to vehicles, and vehicles talk directly to each other. The combined system is simple to use. It doesn't need any infrastructure, and it increases accountability for safe operation of mobile equipment. Now let's take a look at how the system enhances situational awareness and filters nuisance alarms to help operators avoid accidents. Detection of a pedestrian. Pedestrians working in blind spots or beyond line of sight around corners are at risk. With MineProx, operators receive warnings of pedestrians in their blind spots or beyond line of sight around corners. Detections of a light vehicle. Light vehicles parked in active areas of the mine are at risk of being crushed. With MineProx, operators receive warnings of parked vehicles in their blind spots or beyond line of sight around corners. Detection of a fixed hazard. In some cases, fixed hazards such as open holes or areas closed down for construction may not be visible to LHD or truck operators. With MineProx fixed hazard beacons, operators receive warnings from barricades in their blind spots or beyond line of sight around corners. Emergency stop request from a pedestrian. In some cases, for various reasons, an operator may think he is operating safely, but he is not. With MineProx, a pedestrian who is afraid of being hit can push the panic buttons on his cap lamp to send an emergency stop signal to all operators in range. Once in a safety bay, the pedestrian can cancel the alarm by turning his cap lamp off and back on again. The emergency stop in the LHD then returns to normal. Emergency stop request from other vehicle. Sometimes workers are traveling in light vehicles and are afraid of being run over. With MineProx, the driver or passengers in light vehicles can push the panic buttons on their cap lamp to send an emergency stop signal to all operators in range. Man-down detection. If a worker falls unconscious and is unable to press his panic buttons, the system will detect his inertia and automatically send a man-down signal to all operators in range. Filtering of pedestrians versus passengers. To filter out nuisance alarms from passengers and vehicles, which are not directly in harm's way, the process is very simple. When a pedestrian enters in a vehicle, he can stop sending proximity beacons by turning off his light. Although this procedure is not mandatory, it helps to reduce the noise from nuisance alarms in the system. Filtering of pedestrians in safe zones. To filter nuisance alarms from pedestrians in safe zones, like refuge stations and electrical substations, which may or may not have their cap lamp lights turned off, an infrared LED must be installed in the safe zone. When a pedestrian steps in the safe zone, his cap lamp detects the presence of the encoded infrared light and turns off the transmission of proximity beacons. For more details on the MineProx warning system, please visit the Newtrax Technologies website.